Yo, yo, what's going on, y'all? So, I have a revelation coming from Holy Spirit, and this revelation is coming from Joel chapter 1, verses 13 and 14. Okay, and this is a call to lamentation. Put on sackcloth, you priests, and mourn. Wail, you who minister before the altar. Come, spend the night in sackcloth, you who minister before my God. For the grain offerings and drink offerings are withheld from the house of your God. Declare a holy fast. Call a sacred assembly. Summon the elders and all who live in the land to the house of the Lord your God, and cry out to the Lord. Alas, for that day, for the day of the Lord is near. It will come like a destruction from the Almighty. Okay, so this is the Father is calling a fast. He is calling us to fast together. Well, he is calling me to fast with you. Okay? If you are someone who has been going through a type of situation where you were attached to someone who broke your heart and they left you for someone else, they fought against you and the Father, and you know that you were sent to stand in the gap for this person, the Father is calling you to fast, calling you to join this fast. Okay? So this is a fast for you to join if you are someone who was or are attached to someone who broke your heart and left you for someone else and fought against you and the Father, and you know that you were sent to stand in the gap for this person. Okay? 222. The Father is also calling you to this fast if you know that you were called to stand in the gap for someone, and this person is fighting against you. And it doesn't have to be your spouse, but you know you were called to stand in the gap for someone, a person, place, or thing, but this person, place, or thing is fighting against you. The Father is calling you to join this fast as well. Okay? The fast will start tomorrow. The fast will start January the 20th, and it will be 3 to 4 days. The Father said you will find out your answer or receive your revelation in 3 to 4 days. So January the 20th through January the 23rd to the 24th. However long it takes you to receive your answer. Okay, so the Father says from the 3rd to the 4th day you shall receive an answer or a revelation from your fast. Okay, January the 20th, starting tomorrow, 3 days, to January the 23rd through the 24th. Now, for this fast, what the Father is calling for you to do is to bring your best, to put your best foot forward, to bring your best, to bring something that the Father will be thankful for. Okay, and what he brought to mind when he said this was Cain and Abel. Okay, Cain and Abel. So the Father wants you to bring your best, put your best foot forward, and so that you receive the most from this fast. Okay, you don't want to just do the bare minimum, or you know just say you join in and you doing the bare minimum or whatever, however, and you pull a Cain, and then you see someone who Abel who put their best foot forward, and they came with their best, and the Father was pleased with them, and he was happy with them, and and it makes you feel some kind of way because you didn't put your best foot forward, because you did the bare minimum. So in order to get the fullness out of the fast, make sure you bring your best foot forward, you put your best foot forward, and that whatever it means to you. Okay? It doesn't just have to be food, but it can be whatever is um important to you and the Father. Things you give up, things you're going to try your hardest to do. Okay, things you're going to strive to do. Things, just put your best foot forward and do it and for the glory of the Lord. Okay, do it because this is something you are doing. You're giving your best. You're putting your best foot forward for the Lord. Okay, this is something that the Father wants you to do. He wants you to give your all. He wants you to give something that he can be thankful for. Like, oh, wow, you gave me this. So basically, the Father wants you to bring him a gift. Okay? The Father wants you to bring him a gift. And he wants to be like, wow, you did this for me? You gave this to me? Me? You got this for me? So just think about what that gift is that you can give to the Father. Um, in this time, in these 3 to 4 days. What is it? 611 that and go to the Father in prayer if you need to find out what this is that he wants. Like, you can even ask the Father, what is it that you want from me, Father, to give to you? Go to the Father and seek that in prayer. Ask him, what is it that you want? And open up the Bible and allow him to lead you and speak to you about the gift that he wants you to give to him, because you can't go wrong if you give somebody exactly what it is they want, that they're asking for from you. You can't go wrong if you give them that exact thing, and then you add some cherries on top. You're like, you know what, Father, you asked for that, but I'm gonna give you this too. You know what I mean? So just put your best foot forward during this fast, for these 3 to 4 days, starting January the 20th through January the 23rd through the 24th, and spend time in the presence of the Father every day for these 3 days, and make sure you're putting your best foot forward and allow the Father to speak to you and reveal to you. Okay, let's see. Again, you are being called to this fast if you are someone who you were attached to someone. You were attached to someone who broke your heart. Again, this doesn't have to be a spouse. This could be a parent. This could be a boss. This could be a friend. You were attached to someone who broke your heart. Okay, you were attached to someone who left you for someone else. And you know that you were called to stand in the gap for this person. And you may need more clarity, more wisdom, more understanding. And the Father is calling you to get in his presence. For some of you, the Father may reveal something to you totally different, something completely different. The Father may, tell you something totally unexpected, or show you something that you weren't expecting. Okay, so it's important that you go before the Father in this time, and sit with him in this time, um, for this fast. And again, remember to bring your best, because God knows your heart and he knows your effort. So the Father knows if you are really putting in work um, during this fast, if you are really seeking truth from him, or if you are just waiting for a prophetic voice, or if you're just saying you doing something because you want something. That's not, we already spoke about, that's not how fasting works. You don't do something just because you want something. You do something, you are giving the Father something in order to receive, okay, a revelation from him, whether it's a revelation you asked for or not. You are giving up something in order to receive something from the Father. Okay, whether it's something you ask for or not, but you are allowing the Father to speak to you. And in this time, the Father wants you to bring him a gift, something that he will be thankful for. Okay, because I feel like the Father is ready to start handing out gifts. I was gonna say hanging up gifts. I don't know, hanging up gifts, but the Father wants to start handing out gifts, and you know, let's call it Father's Day. But the Father is he wants you to present your best to him in these next few days, and spend time with him in his presence, so that he may reveal to you um what it is that he needs to reveal to you in this time. Okay? So that's the message and that's the revelation. And I have to add that this call to fast originally, it what bled over into this fast was this unbreak my heart um message revelation. So this message kind of bled over into this fast, and that's why um to this revelation, and that's why I say if you are someone who is attached to someone who you feel may have broken your heart and ran off into the sunset and under the rainbow and through the clouds with someone else, the Father needs you to come sit in his presence so that he can speak with you, okay, and have some time with you so he can reveal to you what it is you need to do and the next steps that you need to take. And make sure that you are listening to the Father, no one but the Father, so help you God. And make sure you are following his directions so that you are not able to be led astray by the enemy in this time. Okay, even if the enemy is a prophetic voice, 11:11. Okay, so you want to make sure. And I mean, sometimes the prophetic voices don't know that they are being used to for certain jobs, for certain tasks, for certain tests. So I'm not saying that they are purposely evil in this sense, in this right here, in this message, because the Father has said there are some that are purposely evil. But in this sense, when people are used in order to test the children of God, the Father needs you to make sure, that you bring everything back to him and that you take his word and his word alone for it, okay? Because trust and believe, the Father is the only one who can make it rain when you getting stuff out the mud, okay? When you got to get it out the mud, the Father is the only one who can make it rain. Nobody else around you can make it rain. So the seeds that you are planting grow. So just keep that in mind. Not a prophetic voice, not your mother, not your father, not a husband, not a wife, not a sister, not a brother, not a boss, I don't care how much money your manager got and who got money over him. Nobody around you can make it rain. The Father can cause you to lose that job, can cause you to lose that company, can cause you to lose that wife, can cause you to lose that friend, can cause you to lose whoever it is you think gonna have your back. Okay? So the Father needs you to know when it's time for you to get it out the mud. When it's time for you to get it out the mud, I am the only one who can make it rain. When these seeds that you have been planting, I am the only one that can cause it to grow in Jesus' mighty and glorious name. Okay? So this is something that the Father needs you to know. I am the only one that can cause it to grow, and I am the one that can cause it to dry up. Okay? So don't take advantage of my kindness and don't take my kindness for a weakness. Okay? So thus says the Lord. All right, so that's the message. That's the revelation. So the fast I'm going to join with you guys. It starts tomorrow from January 20th to the 23rd to the 24th, and you should receive a revelation or your message through that time, within that time. Okay? That's the message, y'all. Peace.